my beautiful stars, my angels. All right, so today I was actually going to go for our beautiful cosmic deck first, and whenever I'm called to that deck, the right collective, you've got very heavy energy connected to you in your physical life or again your energetical life, but I went to go for these first. So there's something clearly we need to see in your energy first before we get into these. So let's just see, main collective, what your beautiful mind is focused on today. And then we'll grab them. Okay, you guys, main collective, your main focus. What's going on? I just noticed I'm shuffling them upside down. Maybe you're feeling a little bit upside down. Oh, can you see how that is popping up on that deck? Evil eye, heavy energy attached to you. Did you see that? It was like on that, that deck's going to be important. I don't want to say envy and malice, but I always say when you've got anybody looking in on the sideline, so clearly it's an energy you're not aware of. When you've got someone looking in, actually it could be someone that's in as well. But anyway, when you've got someone looking in on the sidelines, not making their presence clear, it's coming into your energetical tent. I always say we all have a cloak of protection around us, and when someone is accessing you and they're not making their presence clear, it can end up being quite draining. What's that paired with? Oh, but fate, serendipity, something is written in the stars for you. Okay. Oh, karmic energy, lessons, people, places, things, thoughts, pattern. Karmic energy is not just about physical people. We all hold karmic energy. It's our shadow self, right? It's karmic lessons aren't just about people. It's also about how we approach situations, how we speak to people, our own actions as well. And I just am feeling off these three, there is something that is aligned to you, that has been aligned to you life after life, especially if it's a person that you both embody a lot of karmic lessons to clear off in soul contract energy, right? Back to the 10, I'm being called to say this. I always say, as collective readers, anybody that is stopping to watch a reading, you are opening your tent for us to access you. So whoever is connected to your heart, whoever is connected to your soul energetically through threads, this is why their energy comes out for your collectives. They're connected to you, right? But you as a collective stopping to watch, you're willing to let people access your tent. But when you have people in the background that you aren't aware of that are coming in, not good. And I'm feeling, and there's a reason I say everything, you have someone in your energetic tent that is bound to you, that is someone that's meant to offer you quite a few lessons in this life, and vice versa, right? Makes sense with all of the cosmic shifts right now. You'd be feeling heavy, this collective. And again, I'm going to get them in a second to decipher what's your energy and what's interfering in your energy. When you have people interfering in your energy, the brain is a funny thing, and you can mistake their energy, their thought pattern, their emotion for your own. You start overthinking, you start going over past memories, whatever it is, but your brain is making you think you're thinking of it. Right, collective, you'll know what I'm saying. There is something, though, that is faded here. There is something here that is written in the stars. They could be an earth sign. You could be an earth sign. Pentacles in tarot, years. Maybe this has been affecting you for years. But it would definitely be bringing up certain patterns, especially emotional patterns. Maybe patterns you thought you had healed emotionally. Maybe things things that have not been triggering you as often. I always say, if we are going through an overwhelm, even if it is through a cosmic trigger or someone accessing us, if the same thought pattern, same overwhelm is coming over, we still aren't seeing the lesson the right way, right? Two more for Collective's top row, please. I'm being called to say this. I'm seeing a broken evil eye. I always say, if anything breaks, especially jewelry, you should never put it back together again. Bury it in Mother Nature, bury it in the ground, or throw it into the ocean. It's served its purpose. If you've just broken an evil eye, why am I seeing a keychain? If an evil eye has broken around you of recent, it's done its job. Even people that get evil eye on their nails, you find your nails start to break more often. Sign, our fingers are magical. Each finger creates a different energy. Okay, so there's something you've been very patient with. Maybe you're going through a lesson of patience right now as well. Whenever the universe is trying to teach us something, especially to do with patience, they're going to put you in situations that make you feel intolerant, impatient. And we get these little signs throughout the day. Let it be telemarketers, we're getting frustrated. Let it be lining up in a queue, we're getting frustrated. Let it be, you know, something at home. I brought this up yesterday, waiting for your kettle to boil, or something to finish in the microwave. Intolerance with children, with pets. If they're trying to teach you a lesson of patience, and this is one of the biggest lessons you need to learn through your armor, they're going to keep aligning you with situations that's calling for patience. Especially Pentacles came out. Maybe even a situation you've had to be patient for years. I've just noticed this top row. Let's get one more. It's all dark colors. It's all dark. It's blacks and dark blues and dark purples. Oh, here we go. Oh. Okay. These two together, as we're talking about telepathic connection, someone in your tent, someone that maybe you receive a lot of signs about. There's something here, and these two together, clearly someone bound to their ego and pride. But if it's an energetic connection to you, it's a connection that's meant to mirror back lessons. You yourself, when you deal with this person, they activate your ego, pride, shadow self, right? I always say, when we're not the most self-aware of our shadow self, let alone someone else's, this only comes up when we're vulnerable. Our protection, although it's not really protection, these are the emotions and defense mechanisms we've learned from such a young age, 3-4 years old. So when someone's in our energy that makes us feel vulnerable and unsafe, what comes up? Pride, ego, shadow self. So you and this person, not just this person, dealing with each other, you're always dealing with shadow self, which means it is a triggering lesson that you're both meant to teach each other. You're both meant to, as we talk about the phoenix, burn each other to learn, right? So every time this collective, right collective, you've dealt with this person, you've dealt with their shadow, which makes you bring up your shadow, right? Obstacles. Okay, pride, fear that gets in the way, which could, there's a toxic symbol on this. Make this connection feel toxic, make it feel volatile. You clearly make each other feel vulnerable. Receiving guidance through music, telepathy, energetic communication. And this collective, you ain't crazy. That was just magic. I felt it all over this collective through your meditation. All right, let's just confirm these and we'll get into that cosmic deck. Goosebumps. Maybe you've been having random spurts of accelerated heart and breathlessness and just no reason for it. It's just coming out of nowhere. If it's a consistent thing, go see a healthcare professional. But I'm just, there's a reason I heard that. It's like your body can feel when they're accessing you. Let it be through socials. Let it be through thinking about you. Whenever someone is just completely fixated, you're pulling at their energetic thread. If you've just been having acceleration of random things, it's for a reason. Feeling really exhausted. And I'm not just talking about lazy, like exhausted, needing to take a nana nap, like just things that are out of the ordinary for you. Getting tempted to do things that you don't normally do. Let it be. I'm hearing this specifically. You're on a path of sobriety. You've been tempted to do some naughty things, like things that are out of character for you. Again, feeling whoever this person's energy is. Fate. Oh, wow. So many of my collectives, this whole month we've been talking about closing cycles and restarting new cycles, breaking karmic shackles, karmic cycles that have been bound to you life after life. This collective right now, first row, fate, serendipity written in the stars, timing. You're about to come into a full circle moment. So that means this collective, whoever you're thinking about as I'm reading, you know you're about to break a cycle. You know it. You feel it. This card wouldn't have come out. You either feel that you've already broken the cycle or you know that this is approaching, which means you're dealing with this energy different to however you've ever dealt with them in the past. We only break a cycle when we remove the old. We're not moving the same, right? So you're dealing with this person differently, emphasis on differently to how you normally would. This is a collective. You know the change that's happening. If there's been no change, not your collective. Don't make it fit. Evil Eye. This is only the second time I've used this deck, so I don't know the cards in here. That blew me away that it stuck on that like that. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a good pairing. That's positive. So this Evil Eye, you've had a lot of obstacles with this person. Differences in age, race, culture, religion, spirituality, spiritual insights and outlook. It could be family, friend dynamics. There's physical distance, so either emotional or physical distance here because of these obstacles. But there's been a bright light. You are clearly, anyone that watches me, all of my collectives, you are cosmically connected. You are going through some form of healing journey, which means you would, everyone in this world protection cloak is protected, but anyone that is connecting to their divine energy, their cosmic energy, their universal energy, you are definitely protected through going through finding yourself, healing, removing the shackles of shadow. So I always say people that are doing this to you, it's that purple curtain in life. It's justice, good and bad karma. You have a bright light over you through this stuff. Your light is irritating their demons. You could be triggering this person, these people. I am going to get cosmic deck soon. If someone is triggered by your light, there is a lesson they're meant to learn from you. I always say people come into our life to make us self-aware of our shadow, our reflection, qualities that need to be balanced. So extreme highs in person, extreme lows, balance it in an even keel, and also qualities we inspire to be. Now, if someone is unfortunately triggered by you, but it's more qualities that their soul is inspiring to be, it can turn to envy. But if they're not aware, they don't know you're triggering them, because it's your soul teaching their soul to stand in their authentic grace and be proud of who they are, or whatever the trigger may be, envy-wise from you to inspire them. But there's a reason I heard that. Whoever this person is, people, they can't keep their eyes off you, but you clearly trigger out of them. But I'm feeling for growth and self-awareness, right? inspiration. They need to understand that. I always say self-unaware people scare me. I want one more for that. Temptation. They're very tempted by you. Maybe you have taken a bite out of this poison apple a few times. There is something, I will say this seems very cosmically aligned for this full circle fate and cycles right now. So they're being drawn to you for a far greater reason, that you tempt this person. I'm seeing Snow White. Alright, karmic energy. Alright, there could be children involved, but the theme of this, the theme of shadow self from 3-4 years old, what builds? Unfortunately, our karmic shadow, right? We lose ourselves at 3-4 years old from examples in our life. Unfortunately, the way we are parented, the schooling system, hierarchy, patriarchy, it's programmed into us. And as we're supposed to be our beautiful, magical self, I say we are all born spiritually connected beings. But it's because of life that closes us off and puts us into dormancy. And this is why so many of you activate at a later age. Your magic's always been there. You've always been that hidden gem. And just side note, I'm being called to say this. People that do activate at a later age and you have intimidation or you have imposter syndrome and you think, oh, that can't be me. I wasn't born with my gifts. Rubbish. Have confidence. It's always been in you. Sorry, I'm being called to say that. Have confidence in self. I'm hearing both. I'm hearing this is to really confirm that deviation, but there could be children involved in this situation as well. One more. This is good, but you're together energetically right now. You guys are working together energetically, if you know it or not. Maybe this isn't so... I'm going to have to get a few more cards. Whatever karmic loops, you guys are... I always say when cycles are meant to be closed off, it's not just your cycle that needs to go bing, it's whoever else is involved. This person, that it's all comes to perfect timing. You and whoever this person is, you're in sync right now. You're energetically in sync for this cycle to close off. That ain't bad. What I was going to say though, and the fact that this came out too, if you do have children with this person but they're watching from the sidelines, that's odd because it means absent. It's coming to my mind like they shouldn't be, you know, the right collective, you'll know what I'm saying. So this could be kids from another connection or it's come to my mind. Okay. Patience. Wow. This says tunnel vision, eye on the prize. I do think this is something that's been bound to you for a long time, and you've clearly gone through a phase of tunnel vision with whoever this energy is. But why do I feel this tunnel vision is being redirected somewhere else? Why do I actually feel, especially full circle, why do I feel this collective, this is part of a lesson you're learning? Patience, stillness, not moving. I feel you'll, and I always say it's one of the hardest spiritual lessons to learn, patience and surrender. This collective, I don't think you're patient on this. It's your tunnel vision into change, acceptance, and patience. Don't make it fit. I want one more. He says distractions. Patience, time, vision. Oh, you got telepathy again. You can feel it. You've got 1, 2, and again I wanted to, like 3. You can feel it. This literally says mental. Look at this picture. She's lit up. But I know the hand is cosmic energy, universal energy, the night sky with the stars. I get it. It's beautiful. But why am I feeling like a dark hand, like shadow hand, right? You are so focused on, let's not even say you can feel like this person, because I already gave examples. This collective, you clearly can. But it's the connection to spirit, not the old shadow of this situation, breaking cycles, but that telepathic bond with the cosmic energy around you. It's like, you know, your spirit team, the universe is making you learn this lesson. You're finding strength in them. Why am I seeing the white rabbit, you know, going down the hole? Instead of focusing on this, you're focusing on cosmic energy, surrender, right? Right, collective, you'll know what I'm saying. We're learning a big lesson here. It's actually a very beautiful picture, that. Reminds me of one of my black and white tapestries that I've got. Alright, this ego, pride. You feel like it's embedded, banging your head against a wall. But they would feel the same for you, because you both fight shadow with shadow here. Impenetrable, impossible to get through, impossible to break through. Nothing's impossible, it's impossible. I'm being called to say that. I don't know why I'm laughing, but anybody that's been in this dynamic, just, it's like, bah, why don't you get it? But I feel two people, both of you on both ends, such a deep bond, but just, oh God, one more. An energetic, U-turn, there's a U-turn coming here. You both have been in space to grow. This came out yesterday. You feel energetically suffocated right now. Reason I want to go for that deck. They would as well. I'm going to get emotion cards too. But things are turning around. You're coming into a full circle. There's something fated. Timing. You can't go against timing. It's perfectly designed for your soul's path. This is big energy. All right, main collective. If this is not your focus, again, as a reader, I'm not here to tell you how to feel. I'm here to confirm it. If this has not been in your thought today or over the past 24 hours, not your reading. Sorry. I just have to say it. Let's get Cosmic Deck. So this reading's clearly going to be a you versus whoever this person is, right? So let's just clear this out and then we'll go into... This is a really good deck. I got the volume 1, 2, and 3. She's got 5 volumes, so again, Divine Moon Empress on Etsy. All of her decks. I ended up getting over 10 of her decks. She's amazing. Okay. Oh, it's closed. Yellow cards, you. Red cards, connected energy. Once we get the main cards, though, I'm being called to confirm if this red energy has yellow cards, because you're coming into a full circle, so there has to be a shift. Anyway, I'll explain it as I'm going. Alright, main energy. Alright, what's going on, main collective? What's going on here? Wings of Grace. It's so funny. I was hearing Wings of Weakness, the red Wings of Grace. Silent Grace. You are definitely shifting something here. Number 80. You are moving through this situation with grace. You're soaring with elegance and ease. You're in freedom. You are soaring above challenges with grace and dignity. And I said it in the first part, the right collective, you know you've got a full circle moment coming. You know it. You're dealing with something very differently. You're moving forward with a sense of ease, knowing that obstacles are falling away effortlessly. Trust your ability to rise above the chaos with poise. Beautiful. That's still going, yeah. Oh, there they are. Do not enter. They've got fear over you, so this is why they're watching from the sidelines. This energy, if they have not seen this in you before, you're freaking out. They feel like their path is blocked at number 15, shadow self, devil energy. Their attempts to interfere are being thwarted. You know what that means. Like stopped, halted, right? There's an energetic cloak right now, if they know it or not, because it's all coming into timing. As creepy as it is, it's like this person's meant to be watching from the sidelines. This I'm hearing you straight away. Set strong boundaries and stand firm, but with grace, not over explaining. And I've noticed in this reading, I keep stopping, and I've stopped myself a few times saying, I'm not going to over explain. Like how I've been like, if it's not you, don't keep what, because you know, I'm always over explaining. This makes sense. That's a message in itself for this collective. No one can penetrate your protected energy right now. They're trying to solidify a lesson in you before this comes in, which means this person, if they're being halted, they still don't have the right outlook on this situation. So that bright light, your bright light, is triggering their demon. There is something here for them to have an energetic gate, which means this collective, because remember I said at the start, when someone's in your energy, your brain mistakes it for you, right? You are so tunnel visioned on patience and stillness, and it would not surprise me if this collective, you have a big do not enter this situation, do not enter this situation. It's like you can feel them, right? You'll know what I'm saying, right, collective? You would have had moments of thinking about this yourself. Which means you're impacting their tent, if they know it or not. But I just don't think it's there just yet. Celestial compass. So again, it's all coming down to cosmic alignment. Cosmic window. Crown of confidence. Sorry, I love this card. You're reclaiming your confidence. I'm seeing my strength card. Maybe for the first time in a long time, you're in confidence with this. You're seeing through this person's mask and veil. You're wearing the mantle of self-assurance. 3rd of the 6th, 6th of the 3rd, or 36. Confidence is your armor in this battle. You are worthy of every success that comes your way. Wear your confidence proudly. And remember that little deviation I said about the dormancy, and a lot of people stop themselves from getting online or starting a business when it comes to their cosmic self, because you think, oh no, I should have been born with... Remember that deviation? Confidence. Wear your confidence proudly and let it guide you to your highest achievements. It's funny, I've never noticed this. She's got one of those smiles. Did anyone ever used to watch America's Top Model? What did they call it? The smize. It's like she's smiling, but she's not. Even her, it's this just very confident, like, there's a reason I heard that. You could have loved that show growing up. Smile with your eyes. That's what it was. Smiling, but with your eyes. It like kind of... That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Oh, you got it. It made sure to come out. That was meant to come out. Oh, did I read it wrong? It's the stellar compass 24. That is a magical. You're being navigated by the stars. Fated, aligned with the stars. Your first card, full circle. Cycle. This is big. 3 yellow, 1 red. Powerful. Navigated by the stars, your destiny is aligning with the cosmos. Follow all the signs for self. And remember when we were reading the patience and tunnel vision, and you're just tunnel visioned on the cosmic energy, right? They see you, they feel you, they're guiding you. Trust in the timing of the universe. The stars have aligned for your success. This is big. But only if you stay true to your path and you. I love this. 24th of the 8th could be an important date coming up, August, or it could just be an important date in general. 2nd of the 4th, 4th of the 2nd. No wonder they have the Iron Gate. Look at you. So they're just solidifying this in you. I had a collective yesterday coming through huge phoenix of their center and stillness. And I remember I kept saying, they're going to test this to make sure you really are in this. And I'm feeling a bit of that energy here. Oh, there they are, the cloak of invisibility, hiding in the dark. Number 12, 15 and 12, or 1st of the 2nd, 2nd of the 12th, 15th of December would be an important date, memory. They're keeping everything under wraps right now. So this person has a lot to say. Oh, no. As we said, they have a lot to say. Their reds are... We don't like this card. Oh my God, 15, 12, 11. You've got a lot higher numbers. They're entangled in... Oh no, this one's not too bad. I thought this was the lies one. It's the webs of... This is the web of chaos. Maybe they're fearful of chaos. This says they're entangled in their plans. They don't know how to move forward. Lost for words. Cat got your tongue. That's what I just heard. Where do I start? They've got so much to say. This is about... Unfortunately, this web of chaos they're in, it's working against them, right? But they need to trust that divine intervention, blockage is at play. The plans of your or their adversaries will falter and fall apart. They could, I'm hearing this, they could actually be in a bit of web of chaos in their life right now. So not even their own, but their life, right? So not just the chaos they've caused in this situation, but maybe they're actually going through, and I will confirm in this reading, but everything I hear is for a reason. They could actually be going through, I'm seeing my Two of Swords here. They could be blinded to some of the chaos and decisions they need to make. It's funny, I just noticed I've done 3 for a top row for them and only 2 for you. Everything happens for a reason. 3rd, 23 could be important. 32, 2nd of the 3rd, 3rd of the 2nd. Oh, didn't I say I'm seeing my lion? My strength card. You've got the 100. You've got the courage of a lion. Stand strong in your convictions. And remember I said that boundaries I felt for you. When faced with obstacles, summon your inner lion. Turn to source. Your courage will push you beyond your limits and allow you to overcome any challenge that arrives. Your tunnel vision on patience for self as well. This is good energy. Oh, I love it. Your golden opportunity. You know what I'm hearing? Oh my God, the wings of freedom. You're free. You know what I'm hearing myself say? I always tell you guys that are going through this journey, right? We're people that are blocked, right? They, every 2 years, because cycles repeat, they get harder and harder to teach us the lesson. So every couple years, the blessings that come in feel far greater, but it's because of the loss is meant to feel far, far worse, right? However your cycles play out. But when people are breaking free from the karmic veil that keeps us looped, your cycles kind of meld in. You don't really fall into the 2-year category anymore. I always say that purple curtain, where there's bad karma, there's always good. But your blessings, it's like they're all accumulated, right? And then when it's time, you finally bring in that full circle cycle that was always destined, abundant timeline that you've been working towards reaching destination, a golden present turns up. But where in the past, before you started healing, as quick as blessings would come, they would go, because you weren't learning your lessons, they become longevity, they become permanence. Because healing's not just about healing trauma, but appreciating happiness and toppings in our life, not taking it for granted. Understanding these are all compliments to our life that should be appreciated and enjoyed, not wished away or not seen the right way. 89. Seize the moments that will make you shine. Opportunities are abundant, and some of these are even golden. Look for the doors that are about to open easily. So remember, no win situation, obstacle after obstacle. Whatever's coming that they're telling you, it's meant to open easily. Remember, we say there's no stronger sign than our body's emotion. It is our compass in this world. When things make us overwhelmed, anxious, retreat, that's not an easy door. When things are making us feel still and rejuvenated and that is the right golden door. Golden opportunities that will propel you to the next level of your success. Be ready to take the action when this arises. Very nice. Okay. Oh. Sands of... I don't want to say tables turning completely, but there's a big shift here. The broken mirror. Echo of triumph, number 9. So you are coming into a period of triumph. Repeat your affirmations. Positive self-talk will amplify your power right now. Your crown of confidence, your lion strength. Don't fall into negativity. Don't fall into this stuff. Remember, this is going to be impacting you. So you stay strong. What's going to impact them? All right, let's just confirm this person. Let's see if any yellow cards come out. You want to hope so. Just 2 more for this person, please. Actually, let's get 3 more for them. Oh, God. There we go. There we go. Sorry, the deception card. So part of the reason this person does not want to enter right now, their lies are being reflected back at them. Their deception is unraveling them. And it's weird because I felt that was the deception card. So part of the reason this person, tempted by you, but watch from the beginning, standing in the background. I don't want to be honest about something here. Number 29. Why am I seeing... I didn't really get into Stranger Things, but I'm pretty sure it was... Like, I haven't seen all the seasons, but isn't there a monster that looks like that? Why am I hearing Stranger Things? I never hear that. Maybe something that they're holding back is quite... I don't want to say strange, but... Why did I hear that? And I just noticed there's all serpents around this mirror. I've never noticed that before. Do not enter. Where's your mind been taking you with blocks trying to push this person? Have you been overwhelmed by blocks or deceit that you think, I feel you're feeling their thought pattern. So if you've just all of a sudden, part of the reason you're finding strength and not opening this gate, you start tunnel visioning into past deception, things you've been gaslighted with. It's for a reason. Sorry, I'm going to say it. It came to my mind. Because they're in your tent, you're feeling their mind, you're feeling their thought pattern. For the right collective, it's something that's kind of a bit, I don't want to say odd, but it wouldn't be a common, like, I don't know if that's making sense. It's making sense in my mind. I don't want to say strange, but you'll get it, right, collective. Oh my God, the wings of weakness. That's what I was feeling. Remember I said that? I'm not going to get them all, but remember I said when I'm seeing wings of weakness. Shadow cloak. So they've got so much to say, but they're weak about it. It makes sense with this. They're weak. Number 47. It's not even these clicking wings of ambition. It's more, I feel, whatever they're like, it makes them feel really overwhelmed. All right, 2 more. This person doesn't have a yellow card. That's not good. They got one. Was that yellow? Yes. So this is good. Spinning a web of prosperity. Maybe this is another thing. Maybe this is the Fortune Weaver. Focus on consistency and patience. So they haven't had any big influx. Prosperity is a result of ongoing efforts, right? Not immediate results. So there's a reason you're focusing on patience and you're in tunnel vision too, right? But you're doing it in a very positive way of belief and surrender. Number 4, 12th of April or 4th of December could be important. There's something that's slowly, even, let's not just take it to prosperity externally, but even this situation, they're being encouraged to have patience and be more consistent, right? At least they've got one. 4, masculine energy, Emperor energy. Oh, they've got another one. Celestial alignment, stellar compass. Remember I mistook what I heard for that. I'm pretty sure I said this, so it's on them. So aligning, cycles aligning right now. They're aligning with the stars. You're being navigated by the stars. The universe is supporting their every move, even through this chaos right now. The stars are aligning to bring you success. Trust in the flow of events, the chaos. Know that you're exactly where you need to. Oh my God, they've got 3. That's good. That's good. 25. Tapping into endless. I'm going to say internal. I always say you don't get external abundance until your internal abundance sets in, right? The universe's resources are limitless. So maybe they're being encouraged to turn to the universe right now. Aligning with the lunar phases. All right, let's get one overall energy, please. Doubt. Echo of, so you're both in doubt about dreams that will come true. This is for both of you. There's something about your hope. You are finding strength, but maybe things that you've been holding on to, being very patient with, you're losing hope on some things, which is creating doubt. This is blocking you both. It's overall energy. Number 42 and 93. Remove that. Have confidence, grace, trust in the stars right now. I'm going to get my outspoken oracle quickly. And I want to get these emotion cards for both of you. Support system. Tables turned. I don't think just yet. When I see tables turn, runner becomes a chaser, it's when locks in, but maybe they're on the verge. Hold on, let's confirm. Main collective, unfinished business at the bottom. Main collective. Oh, this is also why your energy would be shifting. You're around like-minded people. Mirroring energy. But I don't even want to take it to this person. Reflecting wounds, emotional mirror. Well, we know that. We know the karmic lessons, right? Triggering growth, soul level lessons. I think you're around people that they're mirroring back to you your greatness, right? They're mirroring back to you self-love. They're mirroring back to you all of those amazing qualities you have within, right? Which is elevating. I'm seeing it with this, like there's someone very positive or multiple people in your life that it's like without you even knowing subconsciously, it's igniting the wings of grace. It's igniting all of that kind of energy, the crown of confidence, the lion strength. You're around the right energy right now. Don't make it fit. If you're isolated, you're around negative, toxic people that just make you, not for you. Teamwork, harmony, shared vision, balanced contributions, building something that's lasting. Because you're getting the right energy mirrored back to you. Again, importance of soul tribe, proper soulmate, soul connection. It's shifting something within you. Unexpected shift. Stop it. This is a change in plans, job trip, but adaptability, redirection towards your right purpose. I more feel this is this unexpected shift. Maybe you're overworking right now, though. Just be careful with that, right? Yours is so, I think, yours is very you focused, good people focused, right? Which is creating an unexpected shift. But don't overwork right now. Burnout can creep in easily and you can lose joy. It's hard. It's hard, especially if you're in a field where you're really passionate about it, because you don't even, it's not really like work, but anything you're putting excessive, it can start to burn you out energetically, right? Let's get one more. Oh, you're going through a huge real. Every time I see this now, I see a vision board. Big realization, sudden clarity. Hidden truths of self, Pluto retrograde till October being revealed. Power of you. You've gone through a perspective shift. Mind, body, soul alignment. You can feel it all through this collective. It's beautiful. Oh, I want two more for you. Sorry. I want two more. This is so internal, right? Oh. The apology. It's hidden right now, though. Acknowledging their wrongs, emotional sincerity, healing conversation. This is what you'd have doubt with. If you're not focused on this. I don't even want to say doubt. Well, there is something you're doubting. There's something you're losing hope with. But the right collective, you'd feel this around you. But again, the shift that's here, I don't think it's a focus for you, right? Opening certain doors here. You are coming into a full circle moment, maybe over unspoken tension. One more. Boundaries are up, though. Fateful encounter. Anyone that is tied to us in our soul, anybody, love, friendship, it's fated. You meet them fated, and serendipitously the universe enters them into your life. Especially how we were talking about being around people that mirror to you. You cross paths by destiny, familiar souls, instant attraction, divine timing is at play and always has been at play. It's at play right now. There is someone very important in your life right now, clearing energy blocks. and it's faded. The timing of it is faded. It's making room. It's making room for this, because it's making you start to really, really see yourself. It's really good. Okay, let's get this person. They are focusing on finances here. Oh, unavailable, emotionally guarded, half in, half out, fear of depth, avoiding vulnerability. Again, there's a reason you're learning the lessons you're learning. They're in your energy for a reason, and I said it before, you have to solidify something here. They're going through, oh, that's good. That's good. They're going through realignment. I've got to get one more for this. Values are shifting. They're outgrowing old patterns, returning to balance and choosing a new direction. I feel that's one. Let's get one more for unavailable. Two more. This is the heart, their heart. This is not secrets. Feelings are growing. I'm going to say again, wanting to test the waters. But that's that half in, half out. Let's be real. Purpose in progress. Long-term vision. So they are breaking out of it. That literally is like a realignment from the old. They've always had feelings, but they were never ready to own their feelings here. Long-term vision forming, seeds are being planted, patience required though, growth behind the scenes. So you haven't seen this person's growth. There's a reason so many red cards came out first. There is a finances is something big, the fortune weaver. Maybe they're really hard on themselves about their pinnacle path, but abundance is returning. They're going through smart planning, which is paying off. I don't want to say they're in complete gratitude just yet. They seem to be still a bit blocked, but balanced gived and so received. This is good. Now you got fateful encounter. They got summer fling. Every time I see this, I see Grease. Summer loving. Sorry, every time. Okay, instant attraction to you. If these cards I reshuffled, which I should have done, I have a feeling fateful encounter would have come out for them. It reminds me of the same energy, but it was only temporary, right? So many sweet memories, short but unforgettable. So you would be a collective. It was more of a shorter lived romance, maybe lucky to last for 6 months, right? It could have happened around summertime when you guys were first in alignment. But they really are, and especially with this transition, they're going into more depth of emotion and memories right now. It's like there's been a vault of captive memories that maybe are starting to seep out in remembrance, right? Wow. I'm being called to say this. This right collective, no wonder, I'm going back to that toxic card. I keep seeing it, the ego, the pride. The right collective, even though you've had cycles, this person would have always presented unavailable. So they weren't coming in giving you fake promises and pretending to this and that, coming in and out, even not even physical shit. This person would have always presented unavailable to you, and I'm feeling even maybe a little bit cold, right? They were always hiding the depth of what they felt here. Don't make it fit. I'm hearing it very specifically. They always had these good memories, but I think finances and their own life was, it's like it's one of my collectives. They just couldn't see how this would ever work. So they kept trying to push it away with hurt. But then because of the cosmos and triggers, they would come in, they would pop in, and they'd probably do it. And then after think like, why did I even do that, right? Because you were meant to break free from karmic lessons. Watch from the beginning. The mixed signals, these three are coming out together, but inner child healing. they're in a glow. So they are starting to see things differently. So this confused, and as I was saying, I felt like they would be confused why they would even enter. It was like, what? Because it would just ignite them. Says one thing, does another. They were emotionally inconsistent because they were unsure of what they wanted. And this may seem very confronting, but again, I'm being called to say it, and I see this in my divine community. Whoever gets activated in that feminine energy, I always tell you guys, they're not sitting there pining and longing for you, but you guys think that they are. So you think that they're all about the twin flame, and then you have this expectation, and then they come in and they're dry, and you get triggered because you think that they really care, but they come in not knowing how they're feeling. I always tell you guys, whoever's got the running veil, they feel you, but they avoid you. They feel you and they put logic. That doesn't make sense. They feel you, they go over the obstacles, right? It's only when cycles break, tables turn, like that's when the shift starts to happen. And I'm just being called to say this. You were shown inconsistency and mixed signals because they were unclear. They knew that they felt you, but to them it didn't make sense, right? To them, no-go zone. And this is why I tell you guys to let go of that outlook, because it does. It builds resentment. But now they're going through inner child healing. They're reconnecting with joy again, resurfacing and soothing old wounds. It's safe to be soft again. So again, you dealt with their armor, their hardness, their ego, their pride, right? This is good. Calm, I don't want to say calm confidence, but they're starting to always, and we said it before, you can't get that external prosperity, abundance until it starts from within. They're clearly learning some valuable lessons right now. And one of the biggest ones is their nostalgia. Like they're going through child healing, so a lot of nostalgia from their child. I wouldn't even say, I'd probably say ruminating, reminiscing, but because they're unlocking wounding, which is making them become self-aware, what else is unlocking? True feelings of collective. This realignment is your most powerful card here. Okay, one more overall, which is creating, which you clearly have not dealt with. Authentic expression, speaking truth, no longer shrinking, letting their real self shine. Alignment over approval. I don't think that's activated just yet, but that's good. One more for them. They can feel you drifting apart. And this is why, because you're not energetically on top of them anymore. This is why I tell you guys, don't energetically chase. It's just as bad as physical chasing. You're just showing your abandonment wound, but in an energetic space. When you're obsessed and constantly thinking telepathic communication, all signs of them, all this, just because you're not blowing up their phone in the physical. You're doing it energetically, and it keeps your magnets repelled, right? But now they feel it. Your boundaries are up. You're drifting apart. There's growing distance right now, right? And I think it makes them sad. I want one more. Oh, two more. Oh, three. That's too many. But support system as well. One more for that. The missed opportunity. It makes them sad. You don't feel the same to them anymore. And that's how you break cycles. This could have been more. Why didn't the timing not align? The tough lessons they're going through right now, I think they are trying to accept, but it's hurting them. Red flags, one more. So focused on finances too, the chaos in their life. Learning money lessons, but breaking scarcity cycles to rebuild stability. So anything that creates fearful stories, scarcity mindset comes from a lack of confidence. This is what, there's still a big lesson to be learnt here, but rebirth energy, that's good. Okay, I'm going to be honest, reading that, I feel they're really trying to accept, because of that do not enter, they're really trying to accept that this is just done, right? But the more that they're doing it, because it's being cosmically guided, it's dragging up how much they really care. It's dragging up depth of emotion. It's the more that they're trying to accept, it's the fear of, oh my God, what did I have? Like, have I really lost this now, right? What I'm going to do, I just want to get your heart space, their heart space, and then I want to see the actual cosmic energy around both of your heart spaces. And then we're going to get tarot for you, them. Actually, no, I'll get emotion on top of your heart spaces. All right, so let's get collective, your heart space right now. Caution. Makes sense. Anxiety, I wasn't feeling that. I was feeling real peace for you. A little bit of passion is igniting for you right now. But caution. I think, can I be honest, what I'm hearing from this, and I will get emotion cards in a second. I feel when that stone of doubt and that glimmer of hope, again, I'm going to the cosmic deck. And the row that keeps sticking out in this whole reading is the patience and tunnel vision on cosmic connection right now, right? I feel when you start to feel acceleration of emotion, you know, why am I feeling this? What do I need to reflect on here? You know not to rush, but these red flags, you're noticing your red flags. That's what I'm feeling. It's not that it's not tweaking your heart space. Again, look at the fear that's connected to you in their heart space. But you know you have found strength. You know you have found release. So this here, it's not as intense as it once was. And again, as a reader, I'm not here to tell you how to feel. I think this collective, you're very, very aware that this energy may not even be yours, right? But I will say the moments you're feeling it, you're very quick, let it be yours or theirs, you're very quick to understand I shouldn't be feeling like this, right? Stress, worry, overthinking, immature, you know, right? Now, it's over their energy. And let's be real, this collective, from what I can read, the pride, the unavailability, the half in, half out, the inconsistency, this collective, you know you shouldn't be feeling this way until you have emotional maturity, emotional intelligence, emotional alignment. You're like, why am I being anxious here? What is it about my inner child I still need to you know what I'm saying, that I need to heal and reflect on? Childish, I don't want to say player, but these playing games, maybe in the past this used to really, really upset you. But again, you're starting to realize you were drawn to that chaos because you hadn't healed that chaos within. Why you're drawn to people like this, right? One more for that. You're moving on from it. Traveling on from it. That was the main feeling I was getting as I was feeling this. It's not that it's not like tweaking at you, but your mind is so magical over the top of it. Beautiful. There could be distance though. Like music. So maybe music still activates you. Brings up memories. I always say scent, smell, and music. Whoa, it can just activate nostalgia. This is about their song Signs through music. You could be a musician, they could be, but it does activate something within you. Music. One more for that. Commitment. Maybe that's what really pulls at your heartstrings still. Maybe when you were in commitment, clearly music was a special memory for you guys. This is proposal, marriage, higher level. Maybe you guys had a little like picked out wedding song or whatever the case. I heard that specifically. There is your song. Maybe there's certain things that can bring up, but it's just, I feel this collective, even with that, you are finding strength. It's a good energy I'm tapping into, very still energy. We're allowed to feel. It's how we deal with our feelings. You know it's not the right time. Patience, tunnel vision, you know, not the right time. Caution. Why am I trying to rush? Caution. Very smart. This, don't be hard on yourself. try not to be negative over the situation. You're being confidence, grace, lion strength, right? You're in that echo of triumph right now. Whenever you're feeling down, remember positive affirmation, positive self-talk. Don't negatively talk bad about yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. Keep tunnel visioning into that patience and that cosmic energy, right? All right, so let's quickly see your emotion over this, and then we'll do the same for them. Oh, you got 2 straight away. All right. Oh, you got the practical card. And remember how I said it's like they feel you, but they push you away. You're in that energy. Practicality first. I'm not ignoring my inner voice. I have to do what makes sense. I don't want to say this is the real world, not letting dreams take hold, but you're in a very realistic outlook of it all, right? How you should and shouldn't be treated. It's not that you don't feel them, but you're putting practicality over your feelings, and it's probably the first time that you've done it. Maybe you do question if you're self-sabotaging here, right? When you start thinking of the depth. I don't want to say blocking the success. There is something you get doubt. You get doubt, are you doing the right thing? But no, this is, you're being protected. Oh, I wasn't feeling, you got anxious twice. So maybe you do get moments of anxiousness. On edge, overthinking, imagining the word. So as soon as you start to feel something, not the right time, right? I have to be practical, but then when you start to drift again, remember what's in your energy. You do start to think, am I doing the right thing? Am I choosing the right thing? Should I move forward, or should I? You're doing the right thing. This is all past self that's resurfacing to tempt you. We talk about little shadow temptation all the time. The magnetic field of influence. But you know, because I've put that over, the caution time's not right. This collective, you're strong enough to know what is your true center energy and what is your little shadow self, right? You know, gut instinct to overthinking. Overthinking is not our intuition. Intuition does not fight with the mind. So I do think this collective, you understand when this comes over you, it's something you need to reflect on, right? Don't make it fit. Let's get one more for you. Moved on. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling. You really have moved. This is your little shadow that comes in, and it's probably when you listen to music or certain memories come up. That's when you question, am I doing the right thing? Choosing yourself is always the right thing. Choosing your self-love, your self-value and respect is always the right thing. This is a wounding of yours to want to do anything less. Especially if you think self-sabotaging, because, you know, maybe this has been a little bit of silence here and you feel like you should move forward. No. You know how you deserve to be treated, right? You're coming into a full circle. Until you're treated the way you know you should be treated, which means you're filling your cup up, that is your answer. You're doing the right thing. In this collective, you know it. When this part of you isn't coming up, something you need to heal. Focused on other things. You're unaffected. You are detached. You're not interested. It's just the pull. And this collective, you are definitely getting a pull. The start of this reading, they're in your tent, right? I just want to say this, and this collective, you probably know this. Your anxiety comes over because you question if you've made the right decision, which means this person's not putting in the effort that they should yet, because there's something about silence that, am I sabotaging this? Should I move forward? Right? What does that mean? You're still healing a little bit of your validation wound. Thinking that this person's words or the hopes of fixing something with someone that's been unavailable and this and that, there's something about the lack of validation from this person, right? The lack of answers, the lack of apology from them, that still can, it's a bit of your ego, it's a bit of your pride, right? Maybe you're a winner in life. You like to win. Unanswered questions, unanswered fearful stories you tell yourself about things that are not tangible, right? Things that you're having to be patient with, not knowing what's around the corner. You just want to know the answers. No. Every time this comes over you, how are you self-sabotaging? How are you self-sabotaging by not moving forward with someone that's not giving you what you deserve? You're only self-sabotaging if you give in to that person and move forward, because they're still treating you in a way you don't deserve, right? That's what self-sabotage is. Your anxiety is a little bit of your abandonment wounding, a little bit of your pride, and a little bit of your validation wounding right now. That's all it is. You're holding on to the what if. But what if it could be like this? You're already being shown it's not like that though. We always say one message, two messages, it ain't going to change anything. You can't go from a 10 of swords to a 10 of cups. You can't accelerate a broken energy. It's done with slow consistency, slow dependability, stepping stones. And this right collective, you're not being shown that. That is why you're choosing strength, right? This little shadow, I'm tempting you to the old. You're still drawn to it. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm moving on from this. And again, I didn't even feel like I needed to explain that to this collective. I feel you get it, right? Like, there's so much strength in you guys. Okay, let's see this person right now. Their heart space. Funny, that card flipped on anxious, so there must, oh my, stop. Sorry, that's good growth. Regret, did you see how it flipped on anxious? So they are in regret. Sadness over their past actions. I could feel it in how they're growing. Growth. It's not there just yet though. They're in fear. They have got that iron gate up for a reason. And I have to say, this collective, it's sad because there is things they're stressing about that they need to be honest with, right? That's on them. But personal development, heal, get out. So first thing, I always say self-unaware people scary. Clearly you guys have had a lot of blocks because there's been self-unawareness. You've got healing, difficult self-truths. Acknowledgement, inner work, inner child healing, growth. And this is why they feel and see the regret now, because they're starting to understand their cycles. They're starting to understand their wounding. They're starting to understand. I always say, our shadow self, we don't just treat one person like that. It's everyone in our life that triggers us. They're starting to get it. They're starting to see. They're starting to see how they treat people, right? Maybe they're even starting to, because people come in to make us self-aware, they're starting to see their actions through others that are being shown back to them. And they're like, holy shit, I'm exactly like that, right? Wake up call, longing at the bottom. But their ego pride, they're getting it. This is good. So their heart space, yes, there's regret here, but it's so much about them growing here, wanting to be better. This is good. Okay, there is regret over something with social media. Evil eye. The whole point of this reading. There's something they're seeing from you that triggers that. Remember, your bright light triggers their demons, maybe into growth. I was feeling it was pushing them away from you. Maybe. And I've had a few collectives that... And I'm sure our beautiful Kelly, it's the same for her. There's a huge chunk of divine energy right now where, and true divines you're online, or you're putting divine knowledge into the world, right? Where people connected to you, and not just in love, but they're growing from you, right? And I feel you're one of those collectives here. One more. Lessons, learning lessons. Stop it. Whatever they're seeing from you, it is triggering their demons, but into bright light. Watch from the beginning. It's making them learn from the past, ending toxic cycles, their past life lessons. This collective, you're making them see. Oh, what is going on? They're cycles. They're growing. As we said it, look at all of it. Rebirth. This is really good because they're waking up. Dark night of the soul. Waking up to themselves. True feminine. 6-9 months ahead of their journey. You've gone through this. You've finally learnt through this. So now you understand the difference between shadow and self. You understand what is your energy, what is not. You understand when to turn to spirit. It's like you guys were in this chapter for so long. Growing, learning, self-awareness, hard truths to accept about self. You'll know what I'm saying, right, collective? Look at all of these cards. Karmic cycles, ending past patterns, growth through personal development. I love it. So their realignment right now. Friendships. We are the company we keep. So you're starting to align. I knew it was important, your part. You're starting to align to good people. Energetic window. Lessons. They're starting to see. They don't have good people. So they're starting to align to the right people. Difficult self-truths they had to face about the company that they were choosing to keep. Third-party interference. Stop. Family issues, workaholic, cheating affairs, whatever it is, they're starting to realize, because you're starting to realize the importance of good company, clearing your mirror the right way, not just with this person, but soul tribe, right? Stop it. Powerful. Last one. Memories. Don't make it fit. So this has started for them from September, October, November. Been an important time. Maybe this is when you guys broke your, because this is coming into full circle for the right collective. Maybe this is when it all started. Maybe this is when they entered their dark night, because I always say that's kind of an off limits time. Maybe they're coming out of it, because for them to be, they'll be seeing signs, they'd be seeing it all, right? Strength, true love. One more. Fresh start. Stop it. New beginning. Start over. Square one. All right, let's get their emotion. Longing again. That is really good. So I just saw the financial reset friendship. Maybe this person had some unfortunate, maybe held a few friendship, maybe they worked with some of these people, or they were financially bound to some of these people, because finances is a big, it didn't come out here, but it's a big part of this reset. Why do I feel third party energy? They could have been choosing financial path, even though it was bad. They were prioritizing finances, right? They could be ruled by eights have got the biggest lesson to learn in life about finances, right? They have a lot of tough cycles in finances, but they're not destined to their great fortune a little bit later on in life, because they have to learn how financial constraints can impact them so much. They are really, I don't want to say in the lens of materialism, but because of finances, it can stop them from a lot of good things in life, right? Have a huge financial lesson, eights do. Huge. It creates so much friction in personal connections. The distance. So they do feel it drifting apart. They feel your distance. Shutting down, and this could be them as well, because I do feel they're trying to accept it, but I felt you guys straight away, withdrawn, aloof. One more for distance. Enlightened, and new perspectives coming over them though. New perspective, better understanding, maturing, a wake-up call, certain realizations. Hurt. Oh, I feel this is you. I'm going to be honest, I feel that they think you hate them. You're holding a grudge. I don't want to say wanting karma, but you now resent them, right? Well, they're reflecting on all their bad behavior. They probably do think, why would you even accept me? I do think this person may think you're holding a grudge. Addicted, obsessed, unhealthy interest right now. They feel like you've got power over them. They could actually suffer with some addictions. What's alarming me, I'm just noticing on this red, root chakra, scarcity, fearful stories they're telling themselves. They do seem to be really growing, but that cloud of regret, I think, lingers over them. Very disappointed with how this has all ended. I felt it. Let down, sad, unfulfilled, frustrated. They feel the disconnect. That's a huge focus. They really feel like they've lost you, this person. They really feel the distance in energy. It doesn't feel the same anymore. It's not meant to. But happy. That went on that music. Maybe they find happiness and... Oh, this says grateful and blessed. They would be feeling that though, because remember when you guys go into your magical bubble, it's the most exciting time. You're like, ooh. Maybe they're seeing you very happy as well. But I do think they're trying to find a positive outlook. Oh, but hurt. How they've hurt you and their own hurt. Confused by these actions, upset, tearful. I wouldn't say hurt by words, but let down, emotional damage, sorry, regretful, knowing they're in the wrong, remorseful, wanting to give an olive branch, feeling bad and guilty. I feel this is more you, and it makes them feel hurt, disappointed and sad. And I do think they're trying to be happy, and I do think they're trying to reclaim their power and make the right decisions. With all of this in the background, they're definitely focusing on self-growth. But let's see what's going on, universe, around... This is your individual heart spaces, but let's see what the universe is activating around you both, and then we're going to get tarot for both of you. And then... we'll see what comes out in this universe's part, if this is something that's coming in, or... Actually, before we do that, I did get this Divine Masculine deck. Maybe let's just confirm quickly with that. See their growth. This is the journey to the Divine Masculine. It's the journey to it. So there's some wounded cards in here. All right, let's see where they're at. With all of those growth cards, let's see. All right, Spirit, where's this person at in their journey? They're clouded still. Iron Gate. Unable to think clearly right now. They have poor concentration. They're unable to make a decision currently. For a reason. Cosmic deck, please watch from the beginning. But new beginning. So they are focusing. This is why they're so focused on personal growth. They know you won't accept anything less. Their finances, their stability, the company that they choose to keep. They're starting to see things that they were just blinded to, right? And it's because of that fresh start that they're focusing on. They're wanting a fresh start, wanting a clean slate. But denial over I don't think they're it's the things that they weren't seeing. It's the things that they were like, oh my God, like getting the wake-up call to. I want one more for that. They were refusing to accept their truth. They were refusing to see their wrongs. I want one more for that. Confession. Stop it. They're full of doubt now. All the behavior. Of course they're vengeful, holding a grudge. All the things that I did. Now they're uncertain about this relationship. If you even want them. Right? For how long they've... Look at him pushing it away. Like, no accountability. Just... Brr. It's their confidence that's also affecting this clouded energy here. Taking accountability, wants to tell you the truth. The Iron Gate, holding back what they've been deceptive with. One more. Take the chance. Not good. It's good, but whenever I see dice on anything, I just see risk, right? Wanting to take a leap of faith, ready to take this chance. They don't want to miss out on this opportunity with their divine feminine. This hasn't set in. It's trickling in. There's so much fear and regret. Again, it's all coming down to a cosmic window. Right now, this person has to live in the emotion that they've lost you, because that's what's changing them. And I say this is when the true dark night starts, when you return the fire. Just like you divine feminines, until you really know you've lost them, that's what propels your growth. It's really believing that other half of your soul, that's gone, right? And it's like, there is a reason this is ricocheting through you both. I'm moving on. This is done. Like, there's a reason they need to feel it, because it's changing them. It's transforming them. It's making them aware about their behavior. They're meant to feel this way, this confusion. And just, what if I can never have this person, them again? Like, what have I done? Willpower, mental discipline. They're like, the nostalgia. Can we compromise? This is where they get confused. Why would they want to compromise? Look at all the things that I've done here. I've got to be strong though. Energetic determination, self-mastery, self-control. Trying to hold back. Wanting to openly express their needs and desires while respecting you and your perspective. They want to find the middle ground. But again, this is what they're clouded over. But the more nostalgia and this is why you're being activated with nostalgia and music. You're in each other's dance. Thinking about all the memories with their divine feminine. You guys could have actually had a little picnic. I'm actually staring at that picnic photo. All right, new beginnings. Oh, I'm telepathy at the bottom. Clarity, it will come over from clouded to clarity at the right time, right? Able to see things clearly. They have to keep dragging this up. Understanding the situation, people, places, and things for what they truly are, seeing through the cycles, the people, to create new beginnings. Doubt and denial. Because they have to step outside of their comfort. This is what they're bound to, part of their cycle. Because of their insecurities, it clouds them. Comfort zone, choosing things or people that feel familiar and safe, that enable the shadow. True divines, they're not ready to face it. That's why they run. Feeling in control of their environment. But that's what kept the denial. They never had true control of this, especially their emotion when it came to this. Remember the unavailable. Their deception, having to own their deception. And remember I said those dice risk. So every time they think about coming in for a second chance confession, they know they need to be honest. Look at him ripping off the mask. They know to come forward to you. They can't be this. They have to be their authentic self. And it scares the shit out of them. They're wearing a mask. They're intentional lies. And this poor collective, there actually is something that's been hidden here. But they know the only way forward is to be honest about that. So at least they're not wanting to come in and deceive. But this is what holds them back. So until they're ready to be honest, and I always say until we own our own skeletons, how can anyone else accept them? That's a step they need to go through, right? But at least they know that to come forward, that needs to be done. So they're not trying to... I'm holding myself back from saying it. I was going to say it's not like they're trying to deceive you, but clearly it was very easy for this person to do it in the past. But anyway. All right, let's see, universe, your heart space. Hold on, I'm being called to cleanse, like your individual. I just want to, hold on, I'm going to cleanse and connect to spirit for this one. Okay, as I was shuffling, I kept hearing 14 and 10. That could be important. And I'm being called to get that divine timing deck over the top of this for you guys. Heart-to-heart conversation. Full of love. Overflowing with love. New energy. You're both really clearing out the old. True fulfillment and open heart. Trust. Oh, I don't want to say getting a taste, but it is. They're going through. I felt it in your heart space. Everything you went through, they're finally feeling. Not karma bites back, but the karmic cycles, your first deck. All of the karmic energy resurfacing for lessons that need to be learned. It's unpleasant for them right now. Suffering. I don't want to say suffering. It's not that. It's what we've been talking about. This seems very dramatic and heavy. But you need to trust in the karmic wheel, the full circle moment. Everything, I always tell you guys, everything will come full circle when it's meant to. The gamble, every deck, the chance, taking the chance here. I knew it, I need to get this divine timing. This is a risk worth taking the chance, a leap of faith. They'll come through in an optimistic mindset. It's as soon as those clouds, as soon as the universe sees that they're seeing it right, this will clear. This will clear. The reason I'm hearing 10 and 14, temperance. 10, wheel of fortune. Surprise. This is coming from up there. And I always say you all deserve a surprise. Unexpected events, shocking, an epiphany, sudden positive changes. It's good. There's some heavy cards in like this deck. This is good. Prosperity. The luck, the lady beetle. Finances is a big thing right now. This is financial blessings, creating prosperity within and throughout your life. Dreams coming into reality. New opportunities arise. Okay, full of love. The heavy weight. So removing the new from all the heavy weight, all the baggage, the burdens, the challenges, the stress. First part. Look what's getting removed here. This is very positive. Getting a taste. They got 2 for this. Understanding what they lost. This is what they're reflecting on. The summer fling, the honeymoon phase, all the good memories, wanting to reignite the flame now, all the quality time you had together, the memories unlocking from the vault. That's what it's not karma. It's having to finally understand what this was, right? The wheel of change, wheel of fortune. It's all changing now. Stop it. Beginning a new cycle, a positive change. Making the right changes, the stable changes. This is trust in the universe. Trust. They are going through massive spiritual soul development right now, and it needs to happen. They're finally feeling the right way, and it would be confronting for them. They've had an armor over their heart for God knows how long. It's a plan, it's a date. When they come in, it'll be the right way. They don't want it to slip away, so they'll what? Lock in. Asking you out on a date, making plans, not leaving anything to chance. They feel like they're running out of time. It's the drifting apart, but it'll go away. It'll go away. You just need to trust. This is the middle row here. It's now or never. Like, this is very, very good energy here. Like I said, there's some messy cards. What's this surprise? Twin flame at the bottom. The stick around, but that's what's going to surprise you. That they've always cared, but they just didn't get it, right? That they're not going to give up. That it was all worth waiting for. Coming back, they're going to stick to it. This is get the small steps of consistency, but this is what builds your bond back. The trust. You're going to be surprised here at the effort. Doesn't need to be rushed though. See the effort, even if it takes weeks, months. The waning moon phase, you could be born on a waning moon, they could be, but important moon phase coming up. Letting go of the past, removing all the toxic energies, out with the old, in with the new, releasing all the burdens. Beautiful. The imprint, the soul imprint, the energetic bond, the red thread. Leaving a mark, forever changed, can't move on. The ripple effect of soul growth, helpmate, ascending, and that's an important part. It's an important window right now. The right collective, you've aligned with someone very special for a reason. Very good. Dreams are about to come true. Dream messages, you could be getting a lot of vivid dreams, but going after your dreams, figuring out your dream life, something's about to be revealed through all the distance. Stop it. Magic. It was only ever a temporary separation through no contact. It was a necessary break. The long distance was a necessary break. I say this for divines. You're destined to it. Your own individual healing journeys. It needs to be done. All right, let's get you guys divine timing cards. I'm being called to get 3 of these as well, actually. Romance is blooming again. The love offer. Oh! Perfect card. Believe in the impossible. 1 in a million. A connection worth saving. Valuable, authentic, hard to find. Real 1 in a million. Perfect. That's so good that you got that. Oh, there's 3 there. So you got 4 cards. Love offer. This love will be reciprocated. The emotions are blooming again. Coming closer to falling in love. Bullseye! Stop it! Again, heavy cards in that deck too. Nothing will get in the way. Focused. No distractions. Set on new goals. No games. Serious intentions. Not going to give up. The universe won't release this Iron Gate until that's what's coming forward. You've been through enough, right? Believe. I am going to get tarot for what comes next. First, I want to see your individual energies. But this is so beautiful. So beautiful. I'm tossing up if I get that deck or my purple. I'm hearing 10-14, but anyway, let's get this divine timing energy. This is brewing. You shouldn't even really be focused on the time, but let's just get it. Okay. It's really good. All right. So this, what's coming time, but also past memories to tie you to this collective. That past time. Leo season coming up. And remember we said, what date did we say? Was it the 23rd of the 8th? So the 23rd of the July, when Mercury retrograde finishes. 23rd of July to August 22nd. What's the date here today? The 4th. And I was hearing 14 and 10. Which would be the 14th as well. 4 and 10. Or the 18th. This says the 23rd to the 22nd. But last 29 could be another important number. But last Leo season as well could have been impactful. July, August. But I feel that's when it's believe, release, believe. Okay. And strength, the lion. Seeing the Lion King. Oh, you got two. This says before the end of this year. But it could take that long to rebuild, especially if you've got distance. It says this week. Okay. This is odd because I was feeling very soon, right? I do think this is gonna, before the end of this year, I do think this is gonna be cleared up. I do think you have something coming very soon, right? There's a reason I was hearing 10 and 14. Whatever is coming this week, a breakthrough or answers are gonna come before the end of this week, right? I do think, however, this Leo season coming up is very, very important. And I feel this, right, collective, you could maybe have physical distance. There's something here, and I've brought it up over the past few readings. I know I haven't been posting on TikTok, but over on YouTube, there is a big difference with a love that can go 0 to 100 very quickly. That's that obsessive, intense love. When you've had a broken foundation, there's a difference between that, because it's inconsistent, to consistency, slow and steady, putting in the effort, seeing the right energy being put on the table, focusing on the stepping stones. Can we communicate? Can we build a friendship bond back? Can we build trust back? Like, that's what you need to be focused on. It's better to be looking for slow, consistent action and effort. Can we soothe each other's shadow nervous system? Do we still accelerate? To actually fix something that is this broken, it takes time. And the first thing you need to focus on is, can we feel safe in each other's vulnerabilities, right? So even though you have something coming this week, even though this is so beautiful, I feel this is finally you're going to see a difference. You're going to see a difference. You're going to see them, the surprise, being willing to put this effort in. I feel this collective, it's like such a, from this point till the end of the year, I feel this is you guys finally building back what was once lost in the right way, right? It's going to take time to heal from this. Otherwise, I promise you, I always say, if you can't heal the past, you're going to repeat the past. You guys just need to focus, like I said, can you soothe each other, right? Don't have don't have any of that as your main focus. Focus on the stepping stones at hand. You can't go from a 10 of swords to a 10 of cups overnight. This seems like, yes, there's something coming, but it's a progressional journey. It's not until the end of the year that you guys are really feeling that safety again, right? A major event or resolution will occur before the year closes. Just believe. But this season here is when you guys step into confidence and you really start to deeper connect. So whatever's coming here, I don't think it's going to be dry and gross, but it's still it's going to make you feel safe enough to maybe bring your boundaries down. But again, it's nothing, it can't just be rushed, especially if you're healing abandonment wounds, validation wounds. The universe is going to test you with all this. Are you getting lost with this person? Are you having to message them 1,000 times a day just to feel safe? And they're going to test you with all of this stuff, right? Because you guys need to learn to communicate and talk about vulnerabilities. You guys need to learn to not fight each other with your armor. They're going to test you with all of it. All of it. Supermoon could be another big time. I want one more for before the end of the year. Important numbers: 29, 3, 29th of March, and 74, 7th of the 4th, 4th of the 7th, 2nd of the 9th, 9th of the 2nd. Why am I seeing the Polar Express train in that card? But that's one of those time things with the wings. You need to trust. You should be in a healed enough place you're not wanting to rush. The right collective, you should be in a healed enough place that everything I'm saying you already know. Like, that's the way you want to approach it, right? That the right collective, you should feel like that. Aquarius season. So literally from the end of the year to Aquarius season, January to this is where you start to really solidify. They're making that very clear. The unexpected shifts and true breakthroughs. It's beautiful. Take it slow. Anyone that wants anything back from the past, that's how it needs to be approached. Again, the long separation is needed. I tell that because you all need to get to a point you're willing to just take it slow and focus on stepping stones, not just trying to rush. Okay, let's just get, I just want to get you 2 divine message cards, and then we're going to get tarot. Number 6. Unconditional love. Sorry, new deck. I've only used it a couple times. And that's building that, not loving on condition, understanding each other. Nurture your relationship with unconditional love. And what did we say? Understanding that love's a complement. It's a topping. People we choose to allow into our life, it is a topping. Back to that, there is a reason you are mirroring with someone in your life, showing you the value, and there's a reason for everything. This is a situation that you'll get to experience this once again with this person, starting with the most important one of all, yourself. Open your heart, radiate love, and embrace it in return. Let the essence of love and kindness and compassion be a guiding force in every decision and action you take, but always filling up your cup first, right? That 9 of Cups. See through stillness. Is this a cup that you're wanting this person to sip out of? Vice versa. Look for alignment, not end stop. 11. But true inner identity connects you to your true destiny, true authentic self, authentic expression. You are walking a path towards enlightenment where you will reach a state of being that transcends the physical realms. As you embark on this journey within, you touch the divine essence of your existence, discovering the realization of your true nature and truth beyond the veil of illusion and ignorance. Beautiful. 4 1s and 6 come to 10. Completion. The crows. Oh, they just stopped. They're crowing outside. Okay, let's quickly get tarot. I just want to... We can kind of see how you're both shine. Do I just get tarot for what's coming next? Okay. Sorry, this reading's gone for... They always go for a long time. All right, let's just see what's coming next here. All right, this person's next action. So even they're coming, this is, I feel harvest season, but I feel they know that there needs to be patience. They know there needs to be perseverance and determination. And that's one of their main energies. They're not focusing on rushing it. They're wanting to plant seeds. They're wanting things to blossom here. Long-term investment, the hard work that this is going to take. So already in their mind, they know this isn't going to be easy. That's good, because they know that this isn't going to just, everything has to happen. Otherwise, they're going to tuck a tantrum if you choose not to. Like, they know. That's good. It'll be worth the reward, right? Oh, that's not good. Maybe they're fearful of this within you as well. They could be coming in with still a little bit of clouded vision. This is meant to go slow. There's meant to be a few burdens that you guys can actually talk, again, healing chapter. But they could be a little bit influenced still by their environment, clouded vision. You just want to hope they're not being harsh and critical, or maybe expectation that you're going to be harsh and critical. Solid offer, but again, slow. Perseverance. Solid offer. Moving forward through the stagnant energy. But slow moving. Persistence. Oh, I don't like that. Let's get one more for that. I'm going to hope that's what they're apologizing. Emperor, good. Locking in from Knight of Wands. So you've, and I literally said they're not going to tuck a tantrum and kind of run away if they don't get their way. I feel you have dealt with a very lustful kind of energy, coming in, leading with passion, sexual desires, always having that kind of charisma. Like, that's my little player, I ain't even gonna lie. The way that they used to come in, very emotionally unavailable, because they were very self-unaware. I feel you've got the trend. It's gonna take time. I don't think they're completely activated in Emperor energy, but through this slow, steady, persistent energy, you're going to see this. You're going to see them hold on to that flame and start leading. They want to soothe. I always say the Emperor soothes the storm, soothes the chaos. He thrives in stability. They know this energy doesn't work. They know this energy causes chaos and friction. They know this is part of their ego, right? But it doesn't mean their walls are going to come down straight away. If you are expecting, or you think to move forward, you need this deep like, that's not going to come straight away. First, they're going to, yes, some form of solid offer. Yes, they're going to open up a bit, but it's going to, they themselves need to feel trust in this, just how you will need to. My advice for you, I would not react like this. I do think they're still a bit stuck emotionally. From the looks of this, they more are presenting to be on their knight's journey, right? I do think this will unfold, and I do think they'll stand in their power when they can trust in this. But I will say, what is coming will be solid. It'll make you feel safe. You'll feel it in your emotion. Because this collective, you're both on the same page about, you know, this is going to take time, right? It's, again, growing those, getting to know each other again. As if you had never met each other. Getting to know each other again. The heart-to-heart conversation, letting it unfold naturally, right? Star, miracle, hope, healing. They're wanting renewal, but you're going to see a healed energy in them, right? It's my miracle card. But calmness, trusting in the universal flow of life. This is such a cosmic energy for me too. It's like they trust in the cosmic bond here, but they're wanting to renew what was broken, right? And that takes time. They genuinely have healing the connection on their mind. This actually seems very logical, right? I don't mind this whatsoever. This is actually very good. All right, your advice here, collective. Temperance, patience, balance, patience, balance, restore the harmony. Focus on restoring the harmony, not the end stop, right? Move with temperance, that divine frequency running through your veins. Calm, stabilized emotion, balancing opposite forces, right? Bringing down the ego. 9 of Pentacles, and still focus on your independence, emotional maturity. Like, this is big, which means it's part of your cycles. You can lose yourself in love. This is another reason it needs to be done slow, right? They're going to check, are you falling off the bandwagon when it comes to your obligations and work? There's so much more to this than just you two. You're going to be tested with all those trigger points. But stand in grace. That's my mini Emperor. Stand in grace, the wings of grace. Finances, and this is very grounding energy, but there is a financial part of this whole loop with you guys, both of you. Don't lose yourself. Balance of independence and companionship. They're gonna, higher self, can you still balance all aspects of your life with this in your energy, and vice versa? It's a lesson you both need to learn. High Priest, you'll know. Hermit, higher perspective, slow. Slow and steady. Come from a higher perspective, right? You might have moments of needing to go within, but talk about it. Higher perspective, a unique energy. You're going to go through more soul, and look for their soul searching as well. This is very just patient, calm, going within, right? See the lessons with what you feel. When you're feeling triggered, talk about it. Be authentic with it, right? If your abandonment and it's all coming up and you're just wanting to message, or you've got to let this person know. But you've also got to let them know, but don't do that because I'm healing this, but I need a little bit more consistent. Whatever it is, talk about it. Talk about it. But from a higher perspective, a balanced perspective. Focus on friendships. Focus on friendships first. Dating, like just step by step. Step by step, build the foundation and the loyalty. Feel the soul connection again, right? Let them lead. Let them lead. Don't you lead. Let them lead. Kelly said such a beautiful thing in her reading yesterday. Message by message. Just don't be focusing on like, and not step by step. Step by step, right? Especially if you're breaking a cycle of silent treatment, ghost, you want to see that that doesn't happen. You want to see that a few days without communicating, they're not just going to ghost and block and vice versa. You've got to build this trust back up, right? You've got to feel safe in each other's triggered energy. One more. Go within and slow and steady. On the journey, on the journey. Don't be thinking 10 steps ahead. Look at this as new too. New opportunity. Until you can really relieve the old, you will not start the new. And this is another reason it needs to go slow. I know I keep harping up on it, but this collective, you clearly know it. You clearly know this. Otherwise, I wouldn't be speaking like this. So slow moving. Focus on your independence. Focus on achievement. Emotional maturity. Wings of grace, right? Move with ease. Move with ease. This is solid off a solid message, but even when you're communicating, like, don't be so surface level. And maybe at the start, but you want depth. You want to see that 3 of Cups energy with them, that soul, spiritual alignment, right? Don't move with the physical. See if you really align emotionally, mentally. Like you want to see it a lot differently than you did in the past, right? Hierophant at the bottom. Do your beliefs, your values. 9 of Cups. Both of you and this person need to understand. Do you really want each other at each other's table? That takes time to really understand. It takes time to really see someone, right? Love should never be rushed. Is it worth? Is it worth us choosing each other at our worst, right? Is it worth it? Be honest. These are the things you need to look for. Shadow self. What's coming up? What do you need to talk about? It's going to activate both of your shadows because it's a lesson. Can you get through this? No relation, 10 of Cups. No relationship will get to a 10 of Cups, a happy ever after, life partner, divine. You won't get to this if you guys can't see each other at your worst and help each other at your worst. This is where connections, you actually build a strong foundation. It's through the triggers. If it's meant to be, you guys ground through triggers. You build a stronger foundation. So you both will be tested with this about your communication styles. Again, a reason to go slow and steady, but that's up to you. Focus on this. Normally I'll get outcome, but you guys need to focus step by step. I genuinely feel this collective, you'll be able to move on from the past here. That your universe's part, absolutely magical. Again, when they're releasing this Iron Gate, it's with this person coming in with the right intention. but you can't rush it. And you're both going to be in the outlook not to rush it. You're both going to be in the outlook to have patience. So I actually feel for this collective, this could be a very beautiful outcome for you. But remember your timing. This week, Leo season's going to be huge, but things don't start to really solidify till the end of the year, January, February. There's no point rushing it. You can't fight your timing. That's divine's timing. So don't put stress on it, right? Just let it unfold. And again, I'm going back to that web of chaos. This person could have a lot of moving things in their life they're needing to sort out. Give each other breathing room. 10-cent completion. 6 is an important number. 1979, this one. That could be an important year of someone you know, even passing your own birth year. Trust in the divine. Trust in divine intervention. Ducks. Intuition. Reawakening lost hope. You can have a memory with ducks. We'll be seeing a lot of ducks right now, or even just after this reading. Okay, new moon, full moon energy, the next full cycle. And I kept hearing, when's the new moon? I was hearing the 14th, and it's the new moon around the 14th? Is it? You've got GNN, and a love heart, the golden heart. Pisces, Aquarius energy. I'm seeing my little willow tree, the man with the gold heart. He's called the golden heart. He's holding the big heart. I'm seeing that in my mind. 6. Grey, balance of energy. Maybe you're wearing a lot of grey. 7, intuition, Neptune energy, but independence, intelligence as well. 13th of the 6th. 8th of the 5th, 5th of the 888, karmic clearing, infinite energy, abundance, 8 portal, Lionsgate, 12th of the 7th, 7th of the 12th, 7th of the, 7, portal energy, even this portal coming up, the 7th of the 7th, 13th of the 12th, 13th of the 1st, 131, 13th of the 10th, 101 as well, but 10, completion. All right, lots of love. Got that in my hand. 10 and 17 and 18. All right, lots of love. Have a good day.